Where love lives. They say love lives in the heart. Others say it lives in memories. But no one ever tells you what happens when love refuses to die, even after everything else does. When people spoke about the house at the edge of Willow Creek, they spoke in whispers. Not because it was haunted, but because it reminded them of something they had lost. The house had white walls once. Now they were stained by time and rain. The front porch sagged slightly, like it was tired of waiting. The windows still opened every morning, even though no one lived there anymore. Except love. Love lived there. Amara hadn't planned on coming back. She had built a life far away, new city, new name, new routines that didn't leave space for memories. But when her mother died, the will was simple and unforgiving. The house goes to Amara. No conditions. No explanations. Just a return to a place she had buried long ago. The moment she unlocked the door, the smell hit her fast: old wood, dust, and something faintly familiar. Lavender. Her mother's favorite scent. Every step inside felt like stepping backward in time. The couch still sat in the same place. The clock still ticked, stubborn and loud. And on the wall, untouched by time, hung a framed photograph of her parents on their wedding day, young, hopeful, and unaware of the pain life would eventually bring. Amara swallowed hard. "This house is just wood and memories," she whispered. But the house didn't agree. That night, Amara couldn't sleep. Not because of fear, but because of presence. The house felt awake. The floorboards creaked softly, not randomly, but rhythmically. Like footsteps that knew where they were going. The wind brushed through the curtains with care, not force. And then she heard it. A humming. Soft. Gentle. Familiar. Her mother used to hum when she cooked. When she cleaned. When she thought no one was listening. Amara sat upright in bed, heart pounding. "Mom," she whispered, knowing how foolish it sounded. The humming stopped. Silence returned, but it wasn't empty. The next morning, Amara found something impossible. The kitchen table was clean. She knew she hadn't cleaned it. The dust that coated the rest of the house was gone from that single surface, as if someone had wiped it carefully, lovingly. On the table sat a folded piece of paper. Her hands shook as she opened it. Love doesn't live. It waits. Amara dropped the note. Her rational mind screamed explanations, stress, grief, reimagination. But her heart already knew. As days passed, the house revealed more. Old photographs appeared on shelves she hadn't opened. Childhood drawings she had thrown away sat neatly stacked. The radio turned on by itself, playing her father's favorite songs. But it was the dreams that changed everything. Every night, Amara dreamed of the house as it once was, full of laughter, arguments, quiet dinners, then long hugs that said what words never could. In the dreams, her parents never spoke. They didn't need to. Their love filled every room. Amara began to understand. Love wasn't a ghost trapped in the house. Love was the house. It lived in every wall that had had apologies. Every doorway that had witnessed goodbyes. Every corner that had held hope during hard times. The house wasn't haunted. It was remembering. One evening, as rain poured outside, Amara sat on the porch and cried for the first time in years. Not quietly. Not politely. She cried the way people cry when they've been strong for too long. "I tried to forget," she said aloud. "I tried to leave you behind." The door behind her creaked open. No footsteps. No shadows. Just warmth. A presence that wrapped around her like arms she hadn't felt since childhood. And in that moment, Amara understood the truth no one ever teaches you. Love doesn't end when people leave. It changes shape. The next morning, the house felt lighter. The humming returned, but happier. The air felt less heavy. Amara smiled for the first time since arriving. She didn't sell the house. She restored it. Not to erase the past, but to honor it. She opened the doors to others. People grieving. People lost. People searching for something they couldn't name. And every single person who entered said the same thing. This place feels safe. Because love was still living there. Not loud. Not dramatic. Just steady. Years later, when Amara finally left Willow Creek for the last time, the house didn't feel empty. It felt complete. And as she locked the door, she left behind a small sign on the porch. Where love lives. You are always welcome. Because love doesn't need a body to exist. It needs a place to stay. And sometimes, that place is a house that remembers you.